What's going on, boys and squirrels? Today we are going to be working on a Spitfire engine. It is this boy over here. It is currently seized up. This is out of that yellow barn find or whatever car. So the whole drivetrain or engine transmission I pulled out. Right now I can spin the transmission. Right now it's in neutral. If I stick it in first, it actually still spins. So what's happening is the clutch is engaged basically, and I can put it through any gear I want, and I can feel it sometimes shifting. Wait, there we go. Now we're in a gear. Anyway, there's a pin missing for the shifter, which you can see why it's kind of all wonky. But yeah, so the motor itself is locked up. I can go ahead and stick this guy on there. When with a breaker bar, I'll give you an idea of how seized up it is. Nothing both ways. Pick it up, step on it. Absolutely nothing. I've hit it with a hammer. I've put ATF down the cylinders, but nothing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the head off and see what the pistons look like. Okay, so the first thing we can do is pop the valve cover off, maybe this little PCV hose too. Let's see what lies beneath. Put this to the side. I mean, it's not the worst. Definitely does not look like there's been any oil there for a while. There's surface rust building up there. It's not too bad. So we'll go ahead and see if we can pull everything, the whole head, and then from there we can see what we got to do. So I've never actually pulled a head off of a Spitfire before. I have on other vehicles, but okay, so what's on the outside is gonna have to be just hit with some WD-40 or something. But I don't know how you get the inside ones out. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take the whole rocker assembly off first, just to get everything situated. Pull these guys out. Oh, there's some oil in there. It is very black. Thinking maybe I got these studs going into here. So I popped off the water pump just to have an idea of what was inside it, because it was, the water pump itself was seized too. And yeah, there's a little bit of, you know, crud build up, whatnot, and a lot of rust, which kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure if this head will ever be fixed again or able to run, but if that's in the top end, I can only imagine what's in the bottom end. This went from a fun little teardown to a scrap pile basically. But let's see if we can get the head off and see what everything looks like. Maybe we can get it freed up, who knows. Guess we're gonna go ahead and sell pretty much everything off this, because no one's gonna buy this as a whole unit. Okie dokie. Now that's out. Not too bad in there. Bit of like rust / carbon buildup. Nothing too crazy. Let's see if we can pull the head off. There we go. This boy heavy. Well, that's something. Oh, damn near fell up my chair. Well, not the worst. There's a little bit of crud there. I mean, pretty sure these are supposed to be exactly in the same spot. Oh, it's just because the head gasket is like popped up. Yeah, they look about the same. Okay, let's clean up this stuff and see if we can bonk this guy free. We can get a closer look in there now and kind of, you can see the situation is not very good. Yeah, so that's why this, you know, motor is locked up. There's a little bit of rust, but I guess the bigger issue is how much rust is underneath them, like underneath these guys, because that's where we found a lot of water in the bottom of this. Oh, silly me, I forgot to show you guys what the oil looks like. It's just water, but you know, better than nothing. Actually, probably nothing would have been better, but yeah, so there's not really much I can do with this block. It's not really worth it for me to save it. I'm just gonna end up parting out everything off of it. The head, again, I don't know, maybe somebody can do something with it. I can't. I mean, that looks, oh, it's just carbon. That's not even rust. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be able to sell the head, but transmission's good. We'll sell that too. The Dizzy might have a buyer this today actually already. Ultimator, not really sure. Water pumpage is not really gonna be doing much pumpage. It's kind of full of whatchamacallit, rust. Kind of see. Yeah, the pump is C, so that's scrap along with the block, I guess. Maybe the fan might be worth $1. But yeah, there's not really much here for making the schmackos, unfortunately. But and of course, I'm not gonna be able to get this thing running. The whole yellow car, by the way, unfortunately, is completely taken apart. There's been some unforeseen events. This guy breaking down, causing me to have to pay a lot of schmackos to get it fixed again. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can free this guy up, because I mean, not much we can do with it. It's pretty much junk. I'm gonna start banging on it and see what happens. Let's get ourselves a piece of wood. Oh fuck. Ooh. That was a toe. Ah. Dirty bastard. Well, that was a bit of an ouch, but we're gonna continue. So after banging this with a sledgehammer lightly a couple times, it was still not able to free up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this bad boy up with the crane. We're gonna pop the oil pan out and we're gonna inspect and see what the crank looks like. But my guess is very nasty. Okay, so we've got this thing all rigged up-ish. Maybe we've got, you know, a bolt holding the alternator on, that kind of situated. It's tight enough. I mean, I don't know how good those studs are going to be after, but you know, we're not really big on safety here, but we'll make it happen. Okay, let's break her free and see what she does. Tits. Well, that ain't happening. have a look at her. Oh, looks like oil to me. Go ahead and get this plug in case it's filled with a little bit of water past where it's supposed to be. Very thin and watery. So after, you know, draining the pan, we can see there's a little bit of metal in there. Nothing too big, but like definitely big enough that I would be concerned. Any metal shavings is bad, but this isn't even like shavings. This is like broken little chunks. So let's drop the pan and see what everything looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and took the transmission off just to make things a little bit easier. Now we've just got the engine there, and we can get to all those pan bolts pretty easy. So let's do it. Okay, we should be able to pop this boy off. Rip. You know, it actually doesn't look that bad. Let's take a gander in there. That's not too bad at all. I was thinking it was going to be way worse. But, you know, probably still rebuildable. Let's have a look at what's in this pan. I don't know. There's definitely metal in it. You can see it's kind of milky. I mean, it might be too bright for you guys, but there's not too much shit in here. Like, okay, yeah, that's kind of excessive, but that's more of like a carbon, not even like a metal. So it's actually not even that bad. It's just going to be those cylinders up top here that are somehow full of water, but other than that, I want to say this is a totally rebuildable engine block. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but somebody might. Anyway, I can't really free that up any more than it is, which is not free at all. But that'll be it. Just a little inspection on this little engine, and I think it's a decent project for somebody that wants to, you know, spend some time and money on it. But for myself, I've already got this thing on the road currently, and I have a spare engine for it. That's the right engine. This is 1300cc. This one's 1500 high compression. So I have a spare high compression engine for it. But yeah, it's gonna be for sale on Kijiji soon. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Hopefully it was mildly entertaining, not useful at all probably, but anyway, let me know what kind of videos you want me to post, because I haven't posted anything in like months, because I haven't been doing any work to this car. Maybe just some videos of it driving or something, I don't know. Put it down in the old comments, and then I'll make something for y'all. Alright, take care, comb your hair.